Oh, my darling shadow-drenched souls, have you ever dared to listen closely to the murmurs of things left behind? The tucked-away relics, the forsaken trinkets, the objects too mundane to be noticed but too oddly weighted to be discarded. Perhaps you might claim you haven't, but I assure you they notice you. They glance from the periphery of your life, silently pleading, whispering their static messages. And my dearest, some whispers. They demand to be heard, at any cost. Welcome to tonight's tale. The lure of the forgotten. It starts innocently enough, with Celia, a 33-year-old estate sale scout, making her living scavenging the remnants of strangers' lives for treasures she could resell. Oh, Celia, with her discerning eye for elegance buried within piles of decay, never suspected that beauty itself could turn malignant. She certainly didn't expect it would find her in a dim, dust-cloaked antique shop on an otherwise unremarkable Tuesday morning. The object was delicate, a silver locket with intricate leafy engravings, an emerald center so vibrant it seemed alive, and an alluring aura that prickled her skin. Celia purchased it for next to nothing. A steal, she thought. She didn't ask why the shopkeeper offered neither a smile nor change, why his hollow eyes didn't waver from the locket, as if sending silent warnings Celia chose to ignore. The first night wearing it, alone in her apartment enveloped by a relentless downpour, she couldn't stop touching the locket. Her fingertips traced its grooves and emerald core obsessively, as though hypnotized. When she finally drifted into an uneasy sleep, the dreams began. Oh, the dreams, where mirrors bled black ichor, where her face rippled, stretched, fractured in 1,000 jagged shards, while a chorus of disembodied voices whispered her failures, her guilts, her breathless regrets. We linger, we return. Celia awoke drenched in sweat, and, barely comprehended, saw faint, ember-like glows furtively retreating into the necklace, as if they had gone back into hiding. You feel the chills, don't you? Day by day, the whispers began leaking into her waking life. Initially, mere static, faint shuffles on the edge of hearing. But they burrowed deep, my dears. Soon they spoke her name, a pleading, almost desperate sigh of Celia, always drawn out at the edges, as though the voice had crawled several lifetimes to finally press against her ear. Her appetite dwindled. Shadows grew thick and alive across her walls, like oceanic waves breaking in slow motion, and the emerald seemed brighter, angrier. When Celia finally pried the locket open, the innocuous mechanism resisting her every effort, she gazed upon the horror inside. Photographs, scorched and static-like in their degradation, of faces recoiling in infinite terror. Human faces partially replaced with gaping mechanical cobwebs of sinew and viscera. Sorrows etched in detail beyond what her eyes could endure. Celia slammed the locket shut, but not fast enough, because the whispers became voices, angry, demanding, and overwhelming. You see, sweet ones, it wasn't merely a bauble. This little trinket, it had a debt to collect. Forgotten things yearned to reclaim notoriety. A locket crafted not out of precious metals, but pure despair, a token to preserve and imprison the memories of those who failed to escape its first curse. They left something unresolved, an echo trapped in its metallic chamber for eternity. And now, my fragile little moths, it lured Celia into its own despair-filled legacy. She began hallucinating hands reaching from reflective surfaces, pulling at her shirt and tugging, but the mirrors told no truths. Her apartment filled with the stench of burned hair and decayed flowers. Every time she removed the locket, the temperature inside would drop 20 degrees, and phantom screams would crescendo until her trembling hands put it back in place. What happens next, I shan't reveal completely. Consider this my mercy. Let's just say our Celia left no trace, vanished into the ether, and, oh, the whispers, they're louder now. Rumor has it, if you ever come across the same silver locket, leaving it untouched may be the only way to save your soul. You, aren't one to collect old trinkets, are you? And so, my precious creatures, think twice before you dust off the corners of forgotten worlds. Some things are forgotten for a reason. You never know what might still be listening in the void. Sweet dreams, or perhaps not. Until next time, I'll be here, where the shadows kiss the light. Goodbye, for now.